What's going on, guys? Welcome to the Craig Thomas Show, April 3rd, 2021. Oh man, it's been a wild one. It's been a wild couple weeks. We're in a new studio right now. It's just in a separate, sort of the second bedroom of my place. I turned it into the studio, cleared it out, and yeah, this is what it looks like. It's not too bad. Still got to tweak it a bit. I'm not on my proper camera right now. I just haven't dialed in the lighting properly, so I'm just on, it's actually just on my webcam. If the picture looks a bit shitty, that's why. But get over it. It's okay. It's okay, What's been going on with me? Man, I've been working tons, Been working a lot. And it's been exhausting, to be honest, but it is what it is. I'm happy to be working. BC just threw in some more regulations. So once again, man, restaurants, indoor dining closed. Workout facilities, yoga, all that closed. Essentially anything indoor besides like the big box stores, you're toast. You're done again. Another 3 weeks minimum. And I got a lot of flack. I put out a Instagram story. I said, is there there's got to be a better way. There's got to be a better way to handle this. Than just like these surprise one-day notice shutdowns to all these businesses. I have friends who own small businesses, who own restaurants. I have friends who are yoga instructors. It affects people so much. And my argument was, I'm all about, I follow all the rules. I wear a mask. I try my best to follow the rules that the government puts in place. But the issue for me is, are we not looking at how damaging this is to people's lives, to their mental health? I know for me personally, when in my GA meetings, people are struggling, man. And people have, from these lockdowns, they've lost their jobs. People have taken their own lives. I know that's morbid, but that's just a fact. And why is that not talked about more? Like the damage of the shutdowns, the loss of employment, the isolation. People can't even go talk to counselors in person when they do these shutdowns. There's for any like AA, GA, anything like that. People can't go to those in-person meetings. And those save people's lives. For a lot of people, even people who are just struggling with depression, like going to the gym, socializing, that's their medicine. Like that's part of their medication to keep them healthy. And when these lockdowns happen, those are taken away. And I don't know. I'm no expert. I don't have the solution. I know, if the hospital beds get full and the healthcare system gets overwhelmed, it would be devastating. So I understand the lockdowns. I just pose the question, like, is there a better way? How much transmission is really happening in these restaurants? And the issue is there's no way to track that. There's no possible way to have the numbers dialed in so good that we can specifically see where the transmissions are taking place. People starting to get vaccinated, which is great. But the numbers are spiking again. And so what they did, shut her down, another 3 weeks. And, service industry people, they're out of work again. I know you get the CERB, but the CERB is nothing compared to, what these people were making. And some of these people, families, like, man, I really want to see the numbers of maybe not specifically deaths. I know there are definitely deaths caused by the shutdown. There are suicides. There are, it might not be direct in the moment, but maybe a year down the road, someone lost their business, lost everything, and they end up taking their own life. Like, there are deaths. When you do a lockdown like this, it does cause deaths that are preventable. When you don't lock down and, COVID starts spreading, it causes deaths. Like, COVID will kill people. 99% of the time, it's the elderly, but it doesn't matter. That's still a human life. So, it's a double-edged sword. Both sides are shit. I just wish there was a better solution. But, they're the professionals and we got to listen to them. And, I hope they're looking into that is all I want to say. I don't want to talk about the COVID stuff too much. It's just, it recently happened again and it's a big talking point, right? Yeah, so it's rough. So, to all the people in the service industry, just hang in there. Hang in there, hopefully everyone starts getting vaccinated, and I'm not even going to go down the vaccination road. There's some people against it. I'm not going to get it till, I'm in the low risk category, so I'll get it, once I'll be one of the last people to get it. And I'm not going to lie, I like that. I like to see it'll probably be like a year after people started getting it is probably when I'll start getting it, or 6 months. At least then, if there is some crazy side effect, God forbid there's some crazy side effect or, people are dying from the vaccine, then I would know. But I don't think that's going to happen. These are huge companies working on this. If one of these like Pfizer created a vaccine that ended up killing someone, it would absolutely cripple them. So I don't think you need to be too worried, people, if you are worried about that. But, do what you want. No one's forcing anyone. The one thing, I want to dive on one thing is I'm curious if the government makes it, like if you got to have a little card, like I've been vaccinated card to travel. Because if they do that, everyone's going to end up getting it. A lot of countries, you need certain vaccines to go in. Like if you're traveling to South America or Asia, you do need like, say, yellow fever vaccines and all this. So I do believe they're going to do that. Whether I agree with that or not, I haven't thought about it too much, but that is going to be a thing. Like, so if you guys are like anti-vaxxers or whatever, that's totally fine. But if you want to travel, I don't think you're going to be able to. And that's brutal. So I think everyone's going to end up getting it. At least, 99% of people. And hopefully we just get out of this, man. Like, hopefully it just ends, because I am over it, man. Oh, it's just, everyone's got a different vibe about them. Another 3-week shutdown, everyone's just a bit more on edge. Just the mood of the world just sort of lowers, and it's just like, oh my God, it's been over a year now. When is this going to end? Like, when is this going to stop? Anyway, that's all I'm going to talk about, COVID related, because, it's been beaten into the ground. That's all anyone talks about right now. But yeah, what's been going on with me, man? Been working lots. It's my brother's birthday, a few days ago. Had a little outdoor gathering. This was before the restrictions. You're allowed 10 people outdoors. So had a little barbecue. It was fun, man. It was nice. It felt somewhat normal again, which was cool. But yeah, besides that, man, I've been working full time. Luckily, my job hasn't been affected. I've been grinding to YouTube, man, and I'm having a lot of fun with it, but it is a grind. Let me tell you, like, this YouTube thing is a grind. Doing the podcast is a grind. And, you put so much work into these videos and so much effort, and you spend a lot of time. It's just a really slow grow. It is so slow. But you know what? Luckily, I just enjoy the process, so I'm not too worried about the numbers. I made a couple, like, UFC, specifically about the Ben Askren, Jake Paul. Those videos have done really good. One of them has like 6,000 views. The other one has, I think, 1,500 right now. It was only released maybe like 5-6 days ago. So that's fun. It's fun when I get some, when you get some views, it's fun. It's addicting, super addicting. And obviously I have an addictive personality, and I'm in. I'm all in, man. I'm all in. I can't wait to see, a year from now what the channel's at. I got a lot of cool guests coming on. What ones can I talk about? I got Pioneer Pauly coming on. He's a big YouTuber from Victoria. We're going to do a Zoom episode. Snack the Ripper is going to come on. He's a bit busy right now. Love to get Mark Normand on again, just because, that pod that I did with him, it was one of my first ones. I was super, super, super nervous. So I'd love to get him on and just have more of a free-flowing conversation. Yeah, so that'll be fun. Who else? I got a couple. We're gonna get Darren Day on the pod. yeah, so we got a lot of those coming over the next couple weeks, which is going to be good. But the big thing, I'm super obsessed right now with this Ben Askren Jake Paul fight. If you guys don't know, Ben Askren is a Olympian wrestler, UFC fighter, mixed martial arts. He's been professional, I think, 3 or 4 sports. And Jake Paul, I'm sure most of you know, Logan Paul's little brother. He's recently been diving in, to the boxing, and he looks good. He looks good. I don't like the guy. I do not want him to win, but he does look good. He's the favorite in this fight. The press conference got a bit out of hand. Ben Askren ended up putting his face in Jake Paul's face, or putting his hand in Jake Paul's face, and Jake Paul gave him a little open hand slap and a push. And April 17th, man, it's gonna be fun. I haven't been this stoked on on a boxing match since the Mayweather-McGregor fight. I was so stoked on that, and that lived up to the hype. So I hope this one lives up to the hype as well, because if Jake Paul gets somehow knocked out by Ben Askren, and if you guys don't know, Ben Askren does not have much power. He's going to be real grimy, but if he somehow manages to clip Jake on the chin and Jake goes down, the internet is going to explode. The internet will explode. It'll be the Hiroshima of the internet. It'll be a nuke dropped onto YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. People will lose their minds. Everyone thinks Jake Paul is going to knock out Ben Askren. I think that's crazy. There's no way. There's no way. I mean, Ben's taken some of the gnarliest punches with the smaller UFC gloves and hasn't been knocked out. The only time he's been knocked out was from a flying knee from Jorge Masvidal, which would have killed would have killed me, and it would have knocked out 100% of anyone who was in that ring. Anyone who took that knee is out cold. So yeah, man, it's gonna be fun. That's kind of what I'm looking forward to right now, is that fight. I'm super obsessed about it. I'm making a lot of videos about it, and they're doing well, which is super fun. Yeah, speaking about guests on the pod, man, I really want Tom McDonald on. Used to have a bit of a relationship with him back in the day when he was still in Canada. He's a rapper who's just blown up. He's absolutely blown up down in California with his girlfriend Nova. I'm in communication with him, but he's just so big now. I doubt he's going to want to come on the pod. I missed the window there by a couple years, I think. But if he comes on, that's going to be epic. I mean, he doesn't do many podcast interviews with anyone. So if he does come on, that is going to be crazy. In the hundreds of thousands of views, I would say, for sure. Even just off my channel. If he does one post on his Instagram that he was on a pod, it'll just blow up. So I'm really grinding that. Tom, if you're listening, man, come on the pod, all right? Come on the pod, do a little charity case. Your boy here, okay? Come on now. Come on. Yeah, what other shit's been going on, man? I mean, I don't know, just a bunch of weird stuff. I was in Walmart today. Actually, today, I was picking up another one of these mics. I have another one, but I do like the sound of it's a blue Snowball Yeti mic. It sounds great, actually. It's a USB plug and play. Super easy. I was in there grabbing one, and these kids walked by, and they had this big chainsaw, in a box. The kids were probably 13 to 15-ish, I'd say. And they walked by. They're like, hey, do you want a haircut? I'm like... And they were filming. I could tell it was a TikTok thing. And I'm like, yeah, how much for the haircut? And they're like, they were laughing. Oh, $99. And then whatever, we started talking. They're like, oh, can we use this for TikTok? I'm like, yeah, sure. And I'm like, why don't I sit down and you can make a whole video? So 30 years old, I went in there to buy this microphone. And I ended up just sitting down for 10 minutes with 4 of these kids. And they made this stupid TikTok video. And they're all happy. And that's what my life's come to right now. I'm in Walmart, and I'm stopping to make TikToks with 13-year-olds. I mean, it is what it is. It is what it is. It's what I'm doing right now. It's madness. I just started doing TikTok as well, and that shit's wild. TikTok I did not realize how big it is. I mean, the amount of views and the amount of exposure you can get from TikTok is crazy. So I started a TikTok account doing some dumb, dad jokes, and I mean, it's pretty lame right now. I'm terrible at it. Yeah, but I'm doing it. So if you want to follow me on TikTok, I'll post a little thing here where you can follow me. It's CraigThomasTv on TikTok. That's been fun. And yeah, I don't know. There's so much going on. I don't even know what to talk about right now. What else? Let me take a vape and think about this, okay? Oh, I know. I'm getting a piano. I play the piano. And in the place I'm in right now, I don't have my piano here, but I was looking on Facebook Marketplace, and there is like probably, like, no exaggeration, 20 free pianos, like upright proper pianos. I guess they're just so heavy people don't want to move them. But yeah, I'm gonna get a piano in here so I can just, I really want to get, I'm good on the piano. I'm good for not putting too much effort into it, but if I spend a couple months, I could really get sick. So that's kind of my next quarantine goal here, is just to get really good at the piano, and then buy like a proper electric one, hook it up into here. I might incorporate like some piano live streams and some raps and just some cool musical stuff. So I'm stoked on that. I'm gonna get the piano first. I'm gonna just sharpen my skills. Then I'm gonna drop the bands on a new keyboard that I can hook up to my computer and run it through GarageBand. And maybe at the start of the podcast I'll start of each podcast I'll do 1 or 2 minute little piano solo freestyle action, maybe throw some rapping in there, maybe throw some poetry. I don't know, we'll see. It'll be fun though, so I'm excited for that. I've been watching Mark Rebier. I don't know if you've seen him on YouTube. He is just phenomenal. He he's got a looper and stuff, and he creates music on the spot, plays the piano, and he's got like an 808 machine, a bunch of stuff, and cool effects on his vocals, and he just makes up songs. Pretty famous. You guys have probably heard of him. I've been just grinding his content. It is so entertaining. The guy is so talented. I'll never get to that level, but I do want to start doing some stuff similar to him. So I'm looking into all the equipment, what it's going to cost, how to use it. I'm sure it's a big learning curve. Never done anything like that, but I can rap. I cannot sing, so I'll have to throw some auto tune on there. But I can play the piano and I can make some beats. So I think it's gonna be fun, man. I think it's gonna be good. So look out for that within the next couple months here. But yeah, man. I thought I had lots to talk about today, but I don't know. I'm tired today. Fucking tired. I haven't ate all day, so I'm gonna probably just grab some food here, wrap this up. I just wanted to check in with you guys, see what's going on, see you could check out the new, I'm in the same place, but the new studio area here. How's it look? How do you like it? Once again, the video quality will be better, but this is just what I got going on right now. I just set it up about an hour ago, and I wanted to make a little podcast episode for you guys. So, as always, man, if you haven't already, like the video, click that subscribe button, and until next time, guys, I'll see you around.